Well, good afternoon, dear listener. We are here, and he's back, just like Eminem. Guess who's back? Rob's back, and you can tell he's back because we've got some pre-game music, and we're just here for the moment where our club captain, Ryan Mahal, was being presented with his 100 appearance trophy by Steve Holly, Executive Chair at Walking Football Aficionado.
And the Mayor.
And the Mayor. And not Sadiq Khan. Not Sadiq.
Not that Mayor.
Not that Mayor. The Mayor of...
The proper Mayor.
The proper Mayor. The Mayor of Bexley. So there we are. Well done, Ryan. You've received your trophy for 100 games. The music goes down slightly, but welcome back, Rob.
Watcher.
Watcher, indeed. We have missed the Watcher. And, hang on, just quickly, shall I try and be sneaky and get the Mayor on the show?
Yeah, go on.
Let's go for it. Steve, Mr. Holly, you're here with the Mayor.
Indeed.
The Mayor of Bexley. Come up the stairs. Yeah. Sir, indeed. You've just been on the pitch, sir. You're on the club podcast.
Oh, am I? Wonderful, thank you.
Wonderful indeed. Well, what does it feel like to be presenting a man of Ryan Mahal's stature with the 100 appearance trophy?
I don't know Ryan, but he looks a fine stature of a man, and he absolutely is a serious. You can see the will to win in his eyes, and that's a great potential for a captain, at least. You need that.
You should hope. Leadership's a good sign for a captain.
Leadership is a must.
And I do appreciate your time is precious, but just quickly before we go, what do you think of today's attendance? The children here, the local area?
Do you know what? It's absolutely wonderful to see children here coming, supporting their local club and being part of the local club, as the community should be.
Absolutely.
And we need more and more of the community to come and support our local teams that have really got a lot of potential, but they need help. We all need help. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, to come and support Erith Town and our local community, our local football team, and let's hope for a win. Wonderful stuff. Thank you very much. I appreciate time is precious, and Steve's looking angry. He wants you to go back to your to the room. But thank you very much. See you. There's the Mayor. I should have got his autograph.
Yeah, you should have done.
You know what I mean?
Actually, should have got that big gold chain. That's probably worth a few bob.
Sorry, Rob. You've been demoted now. I've got new co-host, the Mayor. The Mayor. So welcome back. You missed the game the other week. You missed the controversy.
I did. I did see the video, and yes, if I was in Glenn's shoes, I would have been a bit nerked, to say the least.
Absolutely. But so we're here for today's game between Erith Town and Welling Town. Absolutely packed Stanmore Stadium today, is it not?
Yeah, it is, and it's fabulous to see. And I'm looking forward to this, because last time we met them, we did very well.
Very well.
And they are currently sitting rock bottom of the table, 7 points adrift, I think it is. So I'm looking forward to a hatful. A hatful indeed. But now that I've said that, I've probably put the mockers on the whole thing. Yeah. It'll end up being a boring 0-0 draw.
Yeah, and one thing I have to say as well is, quick shout out, he's gone, the boy. He's gone. What a guy. We can no longer put that gif up.
I know, gutted.
Yeah.
Couldn't believe it when I read it.
No, but if you're listening, Henry, huge fan, as you know. The pod supports you wherever you go next, and all the very best, Henry. But
absolutely.
we've all kicked off now, and Erith Town playing from right to left in their red and black, and Welling Town in their green from left to right, and the ball's played out wide to Ollie Milton from James Miles, and it goes out for a corner. That's not a bad start.
Not a bad start at all.
It's
definitely
okay.
Definitely on it, which is what we want to see.
Yeah.
It's about time we got a win. We haven't had a win for a little while.
No, absolutely.
Although doing well in the cups, but obviously the league is where it's at, and it'd be nice to get some points on the board.
No, precisely. And the Mayor there doing his bit, taking photos with the one of the under-9 teams, which is lovely to see. Back to the pitch action on the right-hand side. Corner comes in by James Dyer, curled in nicely towards the post. The keeper punches it, full strop. And we've nearly scored there. But, it's going well, so we will just remain with this for a couple more seconds. Cross comes in on the right-hand side, but it's cleared.
Right in the Swede.
Right in the Swede. It remains 0-0. Oh, tell you what. James Dyer hits the post, and then Aaron Jeffrey hits the bar. I'll tell you what, man of the match in the first 5 minutes for the other team's the woodwork.
Yep, absolutely. Sounds a bit like last night.
Yeah, it sounds like last night's Walking Football, which we will talk on shortly. But, explain what happened there. I think the wind helped James Dyer out there somewhat.
Yeah, Dyer, usual thing, running down a wing, takes a defender on lovely, hoofs the ball into the area. It clipped it in nicely, but the wind did pick it up and take it a bit. So it went a bit further than I think he planned. But in doing so, it clipped the woodwork at the back, completely deceived the keeper. The keeper had no idea where it was going, but it hit the woodwork, it bounced out. Taz with the first-time header, but straight over the bar.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's been a good start by Erith. Like I say, we're about sort of 6-7 minutes in. Good couple of moments already. And long may it continue. 0-0 up the Dockers. I'll tell you what, how we not 1-0 up. A lovely long kick up the field there by Mackenzie Foley. Knew exactly what he was doing, and the wind didn't take it or the bounce. He knew exactly what. Hang on, he knew exactly what he was doing. There's the fan club's down there, so we've got to be careful what we say. So it goes through all the green shirts to James Dyer. Has a touch, has a shot, and very well blocked at the last minute. Corner comes in from the left-hand side from Milo. Up in the air again, and the ref blows up for foul on the goalkeeper. Ludicrous. No, I'm joking. But, yeah, no, another good moment there. And we're finding the gaps and the space well, aren't we, Robert?
We are, absolutely. We're on top in the game. We're just not capitalising on it at the moment.
No, but it's not be negative.
But
it
will come.
It's good stuff. It will come. Build it and they will come, he says. Cross on the right-hand side now from Wellington. Goes too long over Tom Ash's head. Goes back to the left-hand side. Cross comes in well held by Mackenzie Foley. It's like he's got glue on his hands.
If we do comments from Katie later, you're going to have to ask him about the change of colour for Mackenzie.
Absolutely.
From pink to blue.
Absolutely. Now, I would think he's probably... not washed the kit, but then I remember we have a kit manager, and then another long kick goes over the top towards Laddish Melconian, drops to Taz on the and keeper gets down well told. But I tell you what, these goal kicks are dangerous. What has he been eating and drinking?
He's been practising, obviously.
Early nights all round obviously help.
Clearly,
you can clear. I tell you what, he's just the model athlete, isn't he, Mackenzie Foley? Let's see if he's that good in the second half when the wind's in his face. 0-0. And I tell you what, completely and totally against the run of play. Wellington find the back of the net. A ball's played over the top to the 7 who's out on the right wing.
Who was very definitely offside.
Well, forward, I don't know.
He was off, wasn't he?
Well, we can't disagree with the referees and the match officials. So it gets brought down on the near side.
You win some, you lose some.
You win some, you lose some. Good to see you don't sound bitter, Rob. But he brings it down nicely, has a shot. Outside of his foot, it beats Mackenzie Foley at his near post. Yeah, you nearly swore. I heard the come out then. Well,
from 12 yards.
12 yards out. To be fair, it's a good finish. It's a good finish.
Yeah, no, he hit it dead hard.
But
totally against a run of play. And
well, you just heard Adam Woodward there. I won't repeat exactly what he said because we're a family show. But he said that the player was left totally isolated, and he's right. On the right-hand side there, he's got time to bring the ball down and cut in. Any time today, I'm nudging you 4 times to talk.
Yeah, no, sorry, I was watching the game. You're absolutely right. He was isolated. He was left on his own. He should never have been. He was in 12 yards of space in any direction, and he should never have been allowed that.
Yeah.
But we'll live and learn. Hopefully.
The one plus side is hopefully an Erith Town fan has got the first goal scorer on the raffle ticket and's won a few quid. It's 1-0 to the away side. And there we go, there's the equaliser. A long free kick comes up to 100-man himself. Ryan Mahal gets up. He gets up like a startled wildebeest. Leaps in the air. Wins the ball, flicks it down. The keeper gets another good save on it. And then on the far coast, Ollie Milton on the far post taps it in. I mean, I know I've called him a startled wildebeest there.
Yeah.
But
hey, could have been worse. You could have called him a lot worse things.
We could have done.
All I know is he got something right. I don't know. Was it the ball or an elbow or something? He got right in the Swede. He's rubbing his face, and anyway.
But I tell you what, like our good friend the Mayor said, our new good friend and co-host for today, the Mayor, friend of the pod, the Mayor. That is leadership qualities you need.
Exactly.
I tell you what. Should we ask if he could be a new sponsor? The Dockers Debate sponsored by the Mayor. And what we could do is, if we keep it as just the Mayor, if he ever gets elected out, we can keep rolling with a new one.
Absolutely.
And GDPR reason, we don't have to keep putting his name in, do we? But no, it's a good finish by Ollie Milton on the far post. The Dockers are back in the game at 1-1. I think we've survived the scare.
I was just watching their defenders get some treatment, but it looked like they just set fire to the back of his head.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will say, to be fair, Their keeper's not had a bad first 20 minutes, has he?
No, and their post and their bar has done really well.
Can I say one more thing as well that you will laugh at? When Welling Town scored, you'll notice some screwed up piece of paper. Woody checked his golden goal number.
Nice one.
Yeah, so Adam, you didn't win the 20 quid this week, mate. Better luck next week, Woody. 1-1. So we're about 25 minutes, half hour in. Rob, what have we made of the game apart from the action moments?
It's been a bit scrappy the last 10 minutes. We're definitely on top and we're getting more of the ball, we're passing it around well, but we're just not making it count as much as we should. And the game keeps getting broken up, which is really annoying in lots of ways. There's no momentum, not for either side. But I think what's going to happen is during the tail end of this half and as we get into the second half, they are going to get tired of running around chasing the ball constantly, and that's when we'll take advantage, I think. Yeah, because I seem to remember when we played them last time, all the goals came in the second half, didn't they?
I believe so. There was a lot of goals in that game. James Dyer on the ball now, plays it back to Tom Ash. Tom Ash has got a little bit of time, looks for the long ball out to the left. The 2 gets up to defend it well. Milo does well to intercept a clearance there. Ryan Mahal, lovely header there, flicks it up into the midfield, but the midfield from Welling Town bring it down nicely, and long ball over the top, and should be gathered up nicely by Mackenzie Foley. Yeah, I think we're playing all right, and do you know what, apart from that one effort that they had, which ultimately they scored from, I think, we have been on top, but we just need to, as usual, what's happened, especially over the last few weeks, just needs to be a little bit more clinical. But, I mean, this goes back to, again, what we've been saying with certain players being in the game and not. You know, James Dyer being more in the game, Milo being more in the game, you know, all these type of players here who we know can be the difference maker. They're in the game, they're making a difference.
Yeah, they are, and we're playing it on the ground, which is something we haven't done for a little while. And we always say this, that practically every week we play much better when we play it on the ground, and we haven't been playing that long ball stuff. To be fair, it's probably because the wind isn't as bad as it has been on other occasions, but at the same time, when we pass it around, we've got players capable of doing that. We play much better.
Yeah, long balls. Oh, James Dyer, I'm really unlucky there. In front of the Dyettes, does really well to bring a ball down from Mackenzie Foley, and he looks to play the ball out wide. He does all the hard work, James Dyer, but that was very unfortunate. I'll tell you what, he's clearly been watching me the way I bring a football down from goal kicks, isn't he? Clearly. Or actually, the goal kick from Mackenzie Foley was like my first touch. But, it remains 1-1. I'll tell you what, that one's come right off the far polycarbonate.
Absolutely.
We're having a discussion here.
It was a melee.
Is it woodwork or is it polycarbonate? If you know the answer, as always, please email info@erithtown.com, where you will be answered. But, so a shot's come in. And
it was like pinball in the middle of that Wellington area at the moment.
Exactly.
Had a go.
I would quote the famous Pinball Wizard song, but it's not politically correct anymore. But the header was it a header or a shot, wherever it was? Anyway, an effort towards goal has been pushed onto the post by the Wellington goalkeeper, and it has bounced absolutely everywhere, except for in the back of the net. So it's
backheeled it, we hit it, we headed it, we did everything we could, and we still couldn't get it in there.
No, it's a bit of an issue at the moment, but I think that's more down to the rubber of green than finishing, in truth. But again, Erith Town are dominating, and again, while we're on the recording now, the ball falls to it. Ollie Milton on the left hand side gets a shot in, deflected. Keeper saves. It's been all Erith Town. Apart from that one goal, it's been all Erith Town. What do you think? All Erith Town so far?
Absolutely. It's probably had about 10 shots on target.
Yeah. And the polycarbonate's kept it out.
It's man of the match so far.
Absolutely, it remains 1-1. Is it actually polycarbonate?
I've had this discussion discussed on another podcast. There are other podcasts are available this morning, funnily enough, and they were saying that it went through a phase where it was metal.
And, sorry, I'm just sorry, I just woke up.
Yeah, they went through a phase where it was metal
and square,
but players would run into it and they'd brain themselves. So now it's polycarbonate, which is infinitely stronger than plastic or wood or anything like that. It doesn't rot, doesn't rust, and you're not going to kill yourself if you hit it. So
very sensible. Well, Ryan Mahal now plays a long ball over the top towards.
They could have been line.
They could have been. But it just gets cut out by the Wellington back line. Plays it back again across the defence here on the edge of the box. The 5 for Wellington is now just gradually clearing the ball. That plays a long ball over the top, and that looks like it's going to go right down Mackenzie Foley's throat. So well gathered, Mackenzie. Again, we're just approaching half time now. We've got about 4 or 5 minutes to go, and it's called what it is. It's frustrating. It's 1-1. How is it 1-1?
Well, like I said,
and we know why we haven't scored, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and but we can't figure out why. It's not like we haven't had the chances. We've had the chances. We're just not putting it away.
Yeah, James Dyer crossing as he says, "Don't play back to Aaron Jeffrey." Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! James Dyer does superb to bring it across goal. Ladic lays it off, bounced perfectly back to Aaron Jeffrey, 6 yards out. Do you know what? People are going to mock me. I actually think that took a deflection. Stop laughing.
I could have found it in with my cap.
Yeah. Well over the polycarbonate there. Well over. And luckily that net's behind it. It nearly was. But there's another example. In all seriousness, we got to finish these.
Yeah, like I said, we've had so many chances in front of goal. I can't believe we're just not putting it in the back of the net. We should be 6-1 up already.
Yeah, we should be. A nice ball gets played over the top again by Erith Town. Goes straight to the Wellington goalkeeper. It remains 1-1, but
2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go. Thank you, fourth official. 2 minutes, but wow, that's not great finishing from the Dockers. 1-1. It's a penalty, Rob. It's a penalty. We have to remember. We have to hope if he does score that he comes over this side, where the fans are, rather than towards the wall, which he normally does.
No, he needs to run over to where the photographer is.
No, we're not. Listen, this is why we are the life presidents of the Diets, because we believe in his ability. And so James Dyer does well to win a penalty there just before half-time. The referee is moving it back a centimetre on the spot, but don't let him put you off, James. Don't worry. So here is the moment. He wins the penalty well, does a deep breath. The referee's just making sure everyone's outside the penalty area in the D. Go on, Zoolander. Let's put this in the back of the net. You're excited, Rob, because you're not saying anything. Whistle blows. Nice little... Get in!
Great pen.
And he's run to the...
penalty.
Oh no. He's gone the wrong way and the cameraman's moved as well. Dyer, what have you done? Again. He's over here, James.
Another time at the end of the first half.
2-1. And I'll tell you what, and it's not what the home side deserve. What are you laughing at?
Just generally having a good time.
Yeah, aren't we all?
And the scoreline now looks like a little bit more respectable than it has done.
Absolutely. Well, we'll be hearing from you in the half-time interview, but what did you think of the game so far and the penalty?
Cracking penalty. With the ref putting him off, moving it back.
Yeah. I tried to psych him out, but you can't psych out James Dyer.
But like a classic number 9.
Yeah.
Created the penalty, took it, scored it.
Yeah. And do you know what the bit that upsets me is? He just gave a thumbs up to the pod, and the family thought it was at them. So how do we tell them? It's 2-1, Erith Town.
Walking football at Erith Town. This is a great way to get back into the sport that we all love. Every Friday night at Stanmore Stadium, Bayliss Avenue, between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock at night. Walking football in partnership with Peabody at Erith Town. A fantastic way to enjoy good company, kick a ball about and enjoy the beautiful game. For more information, visit www.erithtown.com/walkingfootball. Or just email walkingfootball@erithtown.com. Every Friday night between 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock at the Stanmore Stadium, SE28, in partnership with Peabody.
A great first half by Erith Town there as we're going at half-time. And to be honest with you, the only thing you can really be critical of is the amount of chances we had and the fact we should have scored a few more than we did. But 2-1 by the Dockers, rightly taking the lead against the Wellington side, who were giving it a good go, but they're just not at the calibre of the home side and do find themselves 2-1 down. But to be fair, they did get a good goal. I'll take this moment now to link this to an interview that we did pre-game with Mind in Bexley, the mental health charity who are here for today's game. So in a couple of seconds, hopefully, this will be inserted now. So here is the interview earlier on with Andy from Mind in Bexley. Take it away, Michael from the past. Well, good afternoon. Thank you, Michael from the future there, giving us this nice little segue into this afternoon's interview. So I'm with Andy from Mind in Bexley. Lovely to meet you, Andy, even though we've already done the introductions earlier on. And we're here, obviously, for the Mind in Bexley Mental Health Awareness Day, Time to Talk Week, obviously, everything that's been going on with mental health. Tell us a bit more about the time with Erith Town, why we're down here today, what kind of things we're hoping to do.
Well, the reason we're here at Erith Town for a local derby, actually, which I'm pretty excited about, is to talk about men's mental health in particular. My day job at Mind in Bexley is working in a team that deals with mental health. I'm particularly passionate about men's mental health. I'm lived experience myself, which means I'm not a counsellor or a therapist. I don't have degrees or diplomas. I have my own mental health journey and the experience of working in these types of roles.
Absolutely. And the thing is, we were just talking a moment ago off mic, but you've been to some of these days with other clubs, which is brilliant, trying to get the message out in other areas of Bexley and Greenwich and all these places. But men's mental health is one of these things that unfortunately there's still that slight stigma to.
Yeah, unfortunately there is. It's something we actually had a men's mental health workshop at Mind in Bexley a couple of months ago. We had 3 separate weeks, and a lot of clients came, and we spoke about the stigma and the masks and the hiding attached to that. And I suppose what a lot of the older men came out with was things changed for women a lot in the 60s and 70s, which is great, but that mindset around men never changed. That thing of, you don't have to work, have to be a provider, don't cry, be strong. That never kind of changed societally for men, and I think that's a big part of the stigma that's still there.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing. I don't need to tell listeners to the podcast or anyone here, we all have our troubles, man, woman, gender, fluid, neutral, those kind of things that come with it. It's everyone struggles, everyone needs help, everyone needs assistance, and that's why you're here today, to basically show people who come to the games in the local area, because let's not beat around the bush. Well, football's a stressful environment. Even I always say, I coach a couple of teams that listeners by now know. Even if everything's going well, there's still issues. If everything's going wrong, there's loads and loads of issues. So it's not even just a case of people are turning up today. You could have the management who might be struggling, and they all struggle in silence.
No, absolutely. And being a lifelong football fan myself, nobody will know the name of the club, but I'll give them a plug anyway. St Patrick's Athletic in Dublin, who play in our Premier Division, are our current FAI Cup champions.
What do you mean no one knows? Everyone knows them, obviously. They're current FAI. What trophy?
Cup champions.
They're champions, there we are, see?
So we won our FA Cup. I travelled up and down the road all over Europe, home and away every single week. And that camaraderie of football, either on a league winning season and sometimes even on a horrendous relegation battling season, that thing of maybe having to have a go at players and being not so happy every single week at the final whistle can really bring people together. And I do think there's something in that. Unfortunately, with men, that thing of affecting mental health, it's not something anybody walks into to a pub and says, I'm feeling really low today.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And it's not about changing that, and everybody needs to walk in and tell everybody all of their problems. But I just think men as a society, there's just not that outlet there, and it's about these types of services. We've many projects at Mind. People think Mind in Bexley, the mental health charity, they do mental health, but there's so many different projects at Mind. One really important one is our crisis cafe, which is from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. every single day of the year. No appointed needed at 2A Devonshire Road, our Mind in Bexley building. You can come, you can have a chat, a mental health professional will sit and listen and offer support, and then signpost or refer into any services that they feel might be needed. Or maybe you just need to have a rant and have a cry and let it all out and you've nobody to speak to. Yeah. But that is every day of the year, even Christmas Day, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and it's 6 p.m. to 10 p.m.
Because I think that's the thing there you're saying about the stigma and everything that comes with it. Because I think more with men, and even personally from my point of view, you know, like they see things like Mind and they see these other charities and all these kind of organisations which are doing great work, but they feel they really need to be like, I need to be at the point of a nervous breakdown to make contact. So I can't go and talk to Mind because I'm not speech marks there yet.
Yeah.
You know, and they don't realise that, you know, just being a bit under the weather, a bit sad, just needing do you know what, I'm just having a really bad week, you know, I've got issues going on at home, issues going on at work, I just need someone to talk to, and do you know what, just a chat will make me feel better.
And yeah, absolutely. And like mental health issue diagnoses or no diagnoses, like we're all only human. I mean, it's very easy for a bad hour to turn into a bad day, to turn into a bad week, to turn into a bad month. That doesn't mean you're weak. That doesn't mean you're not a man. We live at in a very fast-paced society. We live in an Insta world, and I'm not having a go at the internet, but we do live in a 24/7 Insta world. Everything is now.
And also, you're also under scrutiny. Or a lot of the time, you can feel like you're under scrutiny from the social media.
No, of course. Look, it has its massive pros and massive cons. I mean, without social media, a lot of people, and myself included, I'm from another country, so I can keep in constant contact with my family, and there's people with family much further afield than me, so there's massive pros. But that thing of worrying about 6,000 friends that you have online,
absolutely,
and what they think of you, that's a real thing. There's no who has the time to stop and actually listen anymore between what's going on over there, oh, I have to check my phone, oh, the scores are coming in, oh, someone just liked my picture. Somebody actually sitting and listening to you and you feeling heard, that can make the world of difference. I see it every single day, and like I said, for me, not that there's anything wrong with psychologists or counsellors, but you don't have to be that to just make somebody feel better. Exactly.
You don't have to have a diagnosis and see professionals. It's just talking to someone. So with what we're saying, like you're here obviously for today's game with Well in Town, you know, very great to have you guys here and doing what you need to do. What do you actually hope to achieve from today, short term, not just with Erith, this isn't an Erith Town plug by any means, but you know, what are you hoping to achieve from this partnership, and just long term for the club and the borough, the area, and just men in this catchment area, if you will?
So my goal for today personally is if I reach one person that didn't know anything about mine or any of our services, and he or she ends up accessing our services, that's a huge win for me. I hope that absolutely everybody that comes through the gates today sees us. We are right at the front, so we're fairly visible. Sees us, more than welcome to come chat to us, more than welcome to say nothing to us, take a leaflet, or even wait till we're finishing up and grab a leaflet. If that stigma is there around, oh, I'm taking a leaflet for mental health, you don't have to talk to us, but of course you can ask us about any services. So it's just about getting mind, mental health and all the services out there, and it's particularly around football clubs, which are predominantly attended by men. And that's where the real stigma is.
Absolutely. So just before we go, and thanks for the time, absolutely brilliant. Let's just give a little plug to your Twitters, your Instagrams, all that kind of stuff. How can people reach out and contact Mind in Bexley?
So it's at Mind in Bexley on Facebook, at Mind in Bexley on Twitter, at Mind in Bexley on Instagram.
Absolutely brilliant. And you know what, Andy, thank you so much for today. Hope you enjoyed the game. Should we have a little cheeky match prediction? It's half time at the moment, so let's just presume it's gone well. What do we think for the second half?
I'm gonna
more of the same.
I'm gonna go with 11-3.
11-3. There we go. You know, we're a little bit of Gaelic football scores there for you as well, eh? But yeah, on 3 up the Dockers 1-2-3.
Absolutely, up the Dockers 1-2-3
Well, that was a good little interview we just did there a moment ago.
Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Didn't we?
I'm a bit parched because I spoke so much.
Too much talking. Absolutely. Yeah, but it flowed very, very well. But yeah, you were just, in all seriousness, you're obviously from Mind in Bexley, not a regular visitor at the Stanmore, but you will be in the future, we hope. But we were just saying about the quality of the game so far.
Yeah, always wary about saying this and sounding condescending, but really surprised at the standard of football. Like both teams, to be honest, Welling haven't showed a lot. They've certainly kept a good shape the whole game. It's been mostly one-way traffic aside from that one blot on the copybook, which was their goal, completely against the run of play. And I think more than a shout for offside by some sections of support. But really surprised at how well the game flows, the technical ability of the players. Obviously, it's not Premier League technical ability, but very enjoyable to watch.
Yeah, and the thing is as well is, again, we don't say this as a plug in any way, shape or form, but you sort of think, you know, we talk about mind and mental health and all that kind of thing earlier on, but you know, if you're sort of struggling a little bit at home, you know, and you know, you've got things like cost of living crisis, etc. For it's £8 for an adult again. Oh, just quickly before we do that, a lovely crossing on the right hand side by Melconian, plays it to Dyer. Dyer tries to think over to Milo, and it goes out for a corner. But again, there's a bit of a cost of living crisis at the moment that people struggle with. It's a good atmosphere, great family. I always say about a family atmosphere, everyone seems to know each other. The amount of people who walk past me who you've seen say hello and we know each other, but it's a good atmosphere. £8 getting.
I mean, what else would you be doing on a Saturday afternoon?
Exactly.
£8 to watch a good quality of football at a real local family club. I've certainly felt so welcome since I've come here, and you're dead right. It might be my first, but it definitely won't be my last time here at Stanmore. Exactly,
and you know the committee are nice people, aren't they?
Oh, absolutely, and I don't know if it's a Premier League era thing, but you go into a room and you meet committees and chair people and executive officers, and there's this kind of aura of, oh, I'm meeting somebody important, but it's not like that at all. It's just a local family club, a community-run football club.
And the thing is as well, was we were saying it a moment ago, you know, with you know, in the interview we just had, football does, let's be honest, tend to be quite male-dominated attendances. How many females here, and like other gender fluid backgrounds, and how many children are here, and all that kind of thing. It's a family feel at this club, and that's what we've tried to do, and I feel we've achieved it.
And I mean, like, that's the building block of a football club, isn't it? I mean, if you've no kids and no families, you've no future. Like, we see much bigger clubs with dwindling supports that once had 40, 50,000 at matches, but it was all 50-year-old men who it just didn't pass on. And to see a club at this level growing, and hopefully going up the league table as well,
and also trying to be part of the local community as well.
Yeah, which is the biggest part, isn't it? I mean, we all, any football fan going to the local club, all dreams of a day when they reach the big time and in the Champions League final, playing a 50,000 seat arena. But it has to start somewhere, and building in the community, getting involved with local charities like my own, Mind in Bexley. Getting involved with the Mayor of Bexley, who's here today. It's
co-host,
fantastic.
The new co-host.
Well,
he doesn't know that yet.
Word on the street is the rumour mill has been going around.
Absolutely,
it is the Dockers podcast with the Mayor.
With the Mayor, sponsored by the Mayor of Bexley. But yeah, no, it remains here 2-1, and yeah, good opening start to half by Erith Town again, dominating. A few other chances that could have really been put away again, but Erith Town totally dominant. Ref gives a 50-50 decision in the favour of Welling Town, but you know, as always, we'll come back when anything happens. Up the Dockers. We was just saying a moment ago there, Robert, about 130-ish people here, a good attendance against it, with all due respect, against the team bottom of the league, Welling Town. The guys from Mind in Bexley, you know, they've handed out a number of leaflets, which is good, because what we wanted to do. It's been quite a successful little day today.
Yeah, all in all, and we're 2-1 up, don't forget.
And don't forget, the football itself is going well. A header's just come back out to Milo on the edge of the box, and it's hit over the bar of his left foot.
That's hit one of the film crew trucks in the car park.
Absolutely. This is what happens when you let Netflix film in the area. They nick your car park. But, I'm just
hoping that at some point Charlie Brooker turns up. Not so much because of him, but I want him to bring his missus.
Absolutely. I don't even know who she is. I'm just agreeing with you.
Connie Huck used to do Blue Peter.
Oh, yeah. And Strictly. And controversial tweets.
Yeah.
About political parties. But we won't go down that route, as we have the Mayor here, and I don't want him to agree or disagree and get into some kind of political tirade. We try to stay politically neutral in this show the best we can. So anyway, it's been a good...
More.
Absolutely, it's been a good few opening moments again by Erith Town. I'll be honest, Mackenzie's not really had a lot to do. Oh, how are you, mate? You're good. Good to see you. Good to see you. But it seems to be going well with Mackenzie Foley as well, not doing too much.
No, it's you can tell by the fact he's standing practically in the centre circle that he's not had a lot to do. But what's good is that We're on top, as we expected. We've made the substitution that we thought everyone we were going to make, which was to take off Aaron Jeffrey and bring on Jake Lovell.
The goal scorer against Glebe.
The goal scorer against Glebe, controversially. So a little bit more firepower up front. Hopefully we'll be able to capitalise on some of the chances we've been getting.
Absolutely. I'm with under-18s Kent Youth League manager extraordinaire, Mark with a C. Petters. Hello, Mark.
Hello, how you doing, Michael? You good?
I'm very well. You're looking the part.
Oh, thank you very much. Well, at least I look the part.
It's a shame this is an audio production because the visuals are amazing.
Oh, really?
But,
can you tell my wife that?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send you the sound clip. What do you think of the game so far?
Well, we could be a bit more than the 2-1 ahead to say the least. The goal. While we're talking, they're through on goal here.
Wellington just played the ball from the right-hand side to the left. A nice through ball to be played about 40 yards. And it's got to the edge of the box. It's a family show, Woody, please. And then he gets to the edge of the box, he has a shot, and they weren't a million miles away.
Yeah, no, it weren't at all. So, as I say, I think it's 2-1 up, and the game should be out of sight after half an hour. So, I think Woody might have to speak to Mind after this for a bit of cancelling. I don't know if you agree, Michael.
It's a little bit of a... the striking is a concern. But 2-1 up, we're in the driving seat.
Yeah. And it's way too big for him.
What's that?
That kit is way too big for him.
Exactly.
They borrowed it off Big Brad.
Coming on the number 14, the ball boy. No disrespect. But if he listens to this, I'm banging trouble, and he's probably, if it makes you feel better, 14, you're a better player than I'll ever be. And I could just tell that by the way you ran on the pitch. But got to talk about the Cosy Corner, Mark.
Oh, the Cosy Corner. Well, it's a start, shall I say. So we started on Thursday morning, as people know from Erith Town, and we only had the 5 people there. So the only way is up, I think. So we're going to change the format. So you're going to be hearing a lot about that over the next couple of weeks. But we're definitely going to be continuing with stuff, whether it's a coffee morning or something else. There'll be something going on, so I'll be in touch about that, mate. But we're definitely going to continue stuff, and it may be more of an activity version of coffee morning. Start with something of a run, but there will be something, and there's going to be some live Instagram feeds with some guests coming on as well. So it should be good. It's all good. It's all positive.
But the thing as well, you say about the numbers, but ultimately that's 5 people who've reached out for help. There's 5 people who've come along and got involved with it and got involved with the initiative.
Yeah, totally. I mean, apparently it's 5 more than the last one Peabody done. So there you go. So the positives are we had 5 more people. We get another 5, we've got 10. Yeah. Keep doubling up like that. It's all good. So I've actually spoke to quite a few people, and they do want to come to the next one. So onwards and upwards.
Well, you say that, but that's how these things will start. Like if Rob will tell you, last night was the inaugural night of the walking football.
Yeah.
10 players came along to that, had a good little kick about. You've now got 10 people who will now go and tell 10 more people, and then they'll tell 10 more people, and then they'll tell them,
Yeah.
These things grow. They take time, but again, to get some numbers in, to get people involved in the initiative, I think you've done very well.
Thank you.
Thank you. Can you give us a little run through of how the under-18s are doing this season? Yeah. Because you're allowed to say their results under the FA rules because they're above 12.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're doing good. To be fair, so we're a new team put together by players that I've known sort of over the years, with my oldest son, playing against him, playing with him from either sort of in the Kent Youth or in the JPL League. So we started in the summer, brand new team, and from that we've actually done really amazing, I believe. So we're probably a bit short. We're going to win the league, but if we can get to second spot, I'll be over the moon with that. So and we've got 2 players here today warming up with the first team. So for me, it doesn't matter how we get on really with cups in leagues. If we can keep them youngsters coming through to the 23s in first team, that pathway is going to be there for them. So for me, that's a win for everyone. For me as a coach, and for the players and for the club. So
and for those who don't know, let's not beat around the bush. The Kent Youth League and the JPL, that's a decent level of football.
Yeah, no, it's decent. I mean, one of our guys got selected for the England Southern team this year, so it is a very high level of football. And for a 17-year-old kid to be on a bench in this SCEFL Prem today is massive. So it just goes to show that the chances are there for the kids coming through our club. So that's what we want to continue with with the grassroots teams we've got here, all the way up from under 7s, under 8s, going all the way up to 16s, and then go into the 18s and then move up. So there is a pathway all the way at this club.
Absolutely, and without trying to go into too much details, but there's some projects going on behind the scenes where we're going to streamline some processes, streamline how the youth system works, and like you say, make these pathways to hopefully be the area where your young under 17s and 18s are now into the first team.
Yeah, 100%. That's what we all want to do. We want to keep these boys playing football to the best that they can do. So we want to make football for all levels, but obviously we do want to push on with some teams, with some of the boys, and push on the level of some of the teams, as I say, have a pathway for them going into the first team. So there's a lot of stuff, as you say, going on behind the scenes, not only football, but as you say, with the walk-in football, the mental health side of it. So we're on the verge of sort of working with the NHS now, where we're going to try and get a mental health team. There's a disability course going on the 21st of Feb. We've been asked to attend. So there's a lot going on behind the scenes with the club, not only on the football side of it, but the community side as well. So yeah.
All is good. So,
all is good. Positive. The future is looking bright.
The one non-positive is we've been speaking for 5 minutes and nothing's happened on the pitch.
Yeah,
but we're still 2-1 up. Still 2-1 up. Only just. Dominating in this SCEFL Premier Division game. And James Miles there does some superb work. He dances. Do you know what he reminded me? It reminded me of a slalom skier. In and out.
Like John Barnes in his prime.
Absolutely. Eddie the Eagle meets John Barnes. That's what it was there. Down the slope. Loads of dancing around.
Eddie the Eagle do ski jump?
That's why I changed it slightly and tried to merge them together, because I realised as soon as I said a ski jumper, I looked like a right idiot. But James Miles does superb to dance around some players. That's why he's one of our favourite players on the pod, isn't he?
He is.
Yeah. He is. And now Dyer steps up again. Let's see if the ref makes him move the ball. Go on, Zoolander.
Same side, other side.
Let's hope he goes to the corner if he scores this time. Zoolander steps up. All the players are out the box. Whistle blows. Big deep breath. Get in! Straight down the middle. Straight down the middle as the song goes about golf.
And he walks coolly away, not even celebrating.
Adam Woodward looks delighted. Oh, right. Good thing you...
Family show.
Family show, 3-1, but it's still 3-1. The number 9 finds the back of the net. But I'll tell you what, good penalty.
It was another great penalty, straight down the middle. Gave the keeper the eyes, as if he was going to put it in the same side. Keeper went there and he went, no, I'm going straight down the middle.
Do you know what, more importantly as well, all jokes aside, and I know that we've had a few moments of little banter here and there, if you will, but let's talk serious about football. 2-1's the most dangerous scoreline in football. So even against a team who may not...
2-0.
No, whatever it is. But for me, it's 2-1, obviously. But 2-1's one of the most then dangerous scorelines in football. A team who are bottom of the league in the nicest way to Wellington, because, you know, it's not their fault they're down there, or kind of is. But you know what I'm trying to say, you know, they're trying to give it their best, but they're not the level they need to be. All it takes is like a deflected effort or a lucky bounce from a corner. You're 2-2. So, you know, we've got that little bit of breathing space now, don't you think?
Absolutely. To be honest, I was getting a bit worried that we weren't getting that extra goal to get that little...
And it would come back and bite us.
And it was going to come back and bite us, because all they needed was to get one more shot like they had in the first half, and all of a sudden this...
And we've just scored there as well. It's very, very unlucky. A nice long ball gets played up to James Dyer, who
misses his hat-trick by about 1.5 inches the other side of the post, the wrong side of the post.
But again, for me, James Dyer there should use his right foot. The ball it falls to his right foot, and he plays it with the outside of his left foot with no power.
What is it you call his right foot?
Halley's Comet. You only see it once every 80 years.
Yeah.
Corner comes in there from the right side of the left foot. Oh my goodness. A lovely corner comes in. Ryan Mahal, it skins off his forehead, bounces on the 6-yard box where I think you look like you had Ollie Milton out there. And again, we should be scoring those though.
Yeah.
We've got to be scoring those.
And their keeper he does not command his area at all. No. He's not coming for things at all. He's just waiting for the ball to come to him. And we've had so many chances. We're just are missing them.
Yes. Yeah. But we can only keep plugging away, and let's hope we can convert some of these. It remains 3-1 to Erith Town. And what did we just say about the opposition scoring? It's now 3-2. Can you believe it?
Absolutely ridiculous. they had a corner, wheel switched off, they took it short, run it into the area, and the player just ran on, put it in there, and everybody was just standing there watching. Absolutely dreadful.
Yeah, it wasn't one of the finer moments for Erith Town. Adam Woodward doesn't seem particularly happy with the referee. I'm not sure why, in truth.
No, I'm not sure why either, but it doesn't help. It doesn't help.
No, and Erith Town now find themselves where we were 3-1 up and cruising, and I think the social media, I'm just checking, the social media's just literally put out the fact that we've scored the penalty, and now it's 3-2. I don't really know what else to say, to be honest with you.
It's disappointing, very disappointing.
Yeah, a moment of lax concentration.
But to be so dominant and then to suddenly just all of a sudden they're back in it, they get their tails up.
Yeah, it's not great, but here's what it is. It's now 3-2 to Erith Town. This is it. No! Oh, no! The ball, a free kick goes, oh, no! A free kick is a moment of controversy. A free kick by James Dyer is called superbly around the wall. The Lino's flag goes up. I think it's because obviously he thinks that, it must be Ollie Milton. He's probably thinking as he's run across.
Ran across the wall, and the goalkeeper's claiming he couldn't see what was going on because of Ollie Milton.
And Milton must have been in an offside position
for
the line.
He was in an offside position, but he didn't have anything to do with the ball. He didn't touch it, didn't go anywhere near it.
James Dyer now is trying to say to the officials that it couldn't have happened. Surely not. But I think he's give the offside. Well,
it wasn't going to change his mind.
It was a lovely free kick as well. Lovely free kick. And I think you could probably hear from the management that they don't really agree with the decision.
No, I don't think anyone in the ground agrees with the decision apart from the staff and players of Wellington.
No. What do we think of that?
I can't understand that ruling whatsoever. It's a great free kick. If you saw that free kick at any other level, you'd say, "Oh my God, this player's worth a fortune."
Yeah.
And to have what looks like a mistake by the linesman rule a goal like that out, hard to take.
But still leading, still 3-2, still positives to take. And there can't be that long left to go. 3-2, not 4-2.
Yeah.
Up the Dockers. And there we go. There's the fall for Erith Town. A cross comes in from the right-hand side and just tapped in from close range, Rob.
Yeah, absolutely perfect. That's what you want.
I'm very disappointed by the lack of goal music this week.
Yeah. It's been missing, but, hey, you can't have everything.
No, you can't.
No matter how hard you try.
No, exactly. Who's the goal scorer?
So
Jake Lovell there,
yeah.
2 in 2 games. Well done, Jake.
But lovely wing play there by Harrison Carnegie, who came and put a beautiful cross in and just literally put it on a plate for Jake. And all Jake had to do was from 3 feet away, just side foot into the net. It's perfect.
Absolutely, and there can't be too much longer left in this game. But again,
I would say at a push, there's 5 minutes and 50 seconds.
I think yeah.
Plus the injury time.
One thing I will say is that for a team who aren't as clinical as we thought we would like them to be today, we've still scored 4 and had 1 disallowed, and it would and hit the polycarbonate several times.
Yeah, exactly. We should be winning this 7-0 or something, or 7-1, given that they scored a worldie, but we haven't, and it's a shame. But some
lovely football by Erith Town there, a nice knockdown, and then slip back inside round the corners, played into our new signing.
Harrison Carnegie,
who tries to look out
it's
wide.
Not a name you can forget, really.
No. How'd you get to Carnegie Hall?
You've got to practice.
Absolutely. It remains 4-2 to Erith Town. 4 minutes to go now, and I'll tell you what, good day at the office in all.
Well, not a spectacular day at the office, but a satisfactory day at the office, to be fair.
And you know what? It probably shows the standard of the team, that it's been a satisfactory day in the office. We've scored 4, had 1 disallowed, hit the polycarbonate several times, and we're still not happy. We nearly scored again. An effort from the left-hand side is curled superbly towards the top corner, and the goalkeeper was just grabbing air. He was just grabbing air, Rob.
He was exactly doing that.
He was like a mime pretending to climb a rope. Yeah. That's what he was grabbing at.
And
but
Omatu Musi Conwy, if I remember.
I'll let you say. But Steve looks at me over there again, thinking, where does he get these? Yeah. Where does he get these analogies from? But we've scored 4, 1 disallowed. Polycarbonate hit several times. Totally dominated the game. The goals we've conceded have been silly mistakes by us. But you're still not happy.
No, but that's his job to not be happy.
No, I mean you.
Oh, me? I thought you were talking about Woody again. No, I'm fine.
I think Woody's just upset he didn't win the golden goal we said earlier on.
Yeah.
But 4 minutes to go. Is the music set up?
Yes, we're ready to go.
All ready to go. So the post-match music before the interview. But no, I think if you're Erith Town, as I say, if you want to be positive, we were desperately in need of a win. After the Glebe result, Kennington. Yes, we won against Snodland in the cup, but we was desperately in need of a league win, and we've done it today.
Bears did as well, which was
Bears did as well. But again, successful day as well. 135 people here today. We've got the local mayor down. We've got Mind in Bexley down, which has been superb. Ryan Mahal, 100 appearances. Loads of people here, families, and a wide variety of people. And it's just I've enjoyed myself.
Yeah, no, it's been a good afternoon. We have seen some goals.
And we might see another one. The 11 on the right-hand side runs down the line. Does a nice little step over, cuts it back across. Looks good. Oh, a good save for the goalkeeper. Tell some lovely football there. Some great stuff. Step over, gets played back across goal. And it looks like it's about to be tapped in, but no. I'll tell you what, do you know what? Be fair to Wellington, their keeper's had a good game.
Yes, him and his polycarbonate mates.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, it's been a good game. Mackenzie, let's be honest, if you're a goalkeeper, it might be boring, but you like the games where you ain't got a lot to do, and he didn't have a lot to do today.
No, I bet he's freezing though.
He probably is cold. Yeah, that's not a blue kit, that's his body. Just standing there freezing cold. But last final thing with Mind in Bexley, have we enjoyed the day?
Yeah, definitely enjoyed the day. I don't know if it's his body, but at least it's Mind colours, eh?
There we are. We knew you were coming. That's the real reason. Get rid of the green and yellow this week. Mind are here.
I think we've had some laughs. We've seen some great goals. We've had some anxieties. Oh, keyword anxiety. Yeah. All services available at Mind in Bexley.
Yep.
28 Devonshire Road, or hit us at Mind in Bexley, at Mind in Bexley on Twitter, at Mind in Bexley on Facebook, and at Mind in Bexley on Instagram.
Good plug, well done. And Tom Ash has a shot from distance that goes over the bar. Lost another football. That won't make his blood pressure very well, Adam Woodward down there. But again, not long to go. It's literally going to be any minute now that whistle blows. But here it goes. And there it is now. And now you know what's coming. We know what's coming. Oh, no, stop talking over it. Oh, here we go. Here comes the music. Where's the music? Come on, Paul. Stop talking. Turn it off. Turn the speaker off. Stop talking. Play the music. Just play it. Here we go. Ain't no stopping us now. Erith Town back to winning ways against a Wellington who put in a good shift, but quite frankly weren't at the level of the home side. Still a bit of work to do to get back up and near those playoff levels, but we're on the right track. Ain't no stopping us now. And from Rob Grant, Michael Avery, Mind in Bexley, goodbye. Arrivederci, Erith. Up the Dockers. Adam, congratulations. A good 4-2 win today against the Wellington who, quite frankly, they couldn't match the level and the quality of Erith Town, but they gave it a good go.
Yeah, I thought, listen, if first 5 minutes we should have been 3 up. I think first half we should have had 7 or 8. After 15 minutes, I'm looking at it thinking we're 1-0 down. But credit to the boys, they've come back. But look, I think it was a very, very one-sided affair. But again, we just haven't put balls in the goal. And that 4, I think, has flattered them, if I'm being brutally honest.
No, we picked up on the podcast throughout the game and the social media picked up as well. There were times, it might sound a disrespectful comment, I don't mean it to be, but the Woodward saved them plenty of times today.
I think our shootings, I'll tell you what, I think we lost about 10 balls on the flyover first half. And then we put about 6 in the tree behind the goal. Look, we've won 4-2, so we can sit here and moan and groan about missed chances, but let's be honest, we went to Kennington last week, drew 0-0, had the same chances we had there. I maybe need to look at myself as a side I picked first half. Maybe we should have changed it up a little bit, or maybe we should have picked a different side. And I've got to look at myself for that. But look, we've won. That's the positive. I know they've all won around us, which was important as well. We had to make sure we kept a win going. So yeah, now we roll on to next week. It's nice to have a week of just training Tuesday, Thursday. Roll on to next Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you're talking about the team as a whole, but to pick out some individuals at the moment, I thought James Dyers obviously took both his penalties well. He's had a good game. Tom Ash, you mentioned as well. Ryan making 100 appearances for the club as well. So some good performances from individuals today, though.
Yeah, I thought James was okay. I don't think he was exceptional. I thought he was okay. I thought towards the end, once he knew he had to get he had 15 minutes to get an hat-trick, I thought he went a little bit greedy, and he's been told. And look, it's a team game. I think first half he didn't pass to Ollie, so then when Ollie picked the ball up, he didn't pass to James, and just had a few words at half time, and we had to make sure we reiterate that this is about a team and not individuals, and James understands that. But no, I think he played okay. I think the subs when they come on, I thought Alison Carnegie was exceptional when he came on. Yeah. For his little 20-25 minutes, the ball he put in for the goal was really good. Nice for Jake Lovell to score again. But look, it's positive. We just roll on next week for the cup game.
And what's the, without trying to go into too much detail, obviously, what's the plan? How are we going to assess? How are we going to go get ready for the cup?
We'll play Homestale Respect. We'll put a side out that we think is good enough to win the game. Obviously, the draw's not been kind to either team. So, yeah, Dilltown away in the semis, but we just got to get past Homestale first and, yeah, go from there.
Final comment as well before we go. Got a great attendance today in the 130s. We had, obviously, the local mayor come down, Mind in Bexley. What do you think of the atmosphere generated today? Yeah,
I think it was really good. Obviously, nice again to get a crowd over 100. I don't think we've had many games this season where they've been under 100, so that's good. But yeah, no, it was positive. The atmosphere was good. I've just got to make sure we carry that on and we keep getting the support going forward.
Lovely stuff. Cheers. Thanks, Adam. Well done, mate.